what I was trying to say is that in our attempt to experiment with different styles, you must also be able to look at the strength of the person.
And you need to be careful.
Be careful. So
kill your man.
So the fact that the person.
But could be now, or say could be as a punishment.
And then there are some styles that basically you are not strong. So you can't.
It's extreme. That is extreme.
Yeah. So develop, like as you said, you can develop your own styles.
Of course.
What works well for you. So as much as you watch styles, probably maybe in books, use styles that work for you. And then sometimes too, also you don't put your interest. Some people say, okay, the style is either my spouse enjoy it or not. I'm enjoying it. But at least let your spouse also enjoy it. If the style is that doesn't make your spouse comfortable.
Maybe she's tired. That style you're giving to her, she's tired.
Yes.
And because you're happy, she's not.
Yeah. Don't be selfish. Just sex must be enjoyed.
Can you give us some examples?
Hey,
some of the best styles is when you sit on the couch. And then you keep up her, and then she sits on
you.
You sit on you.
Mercy.
Oh, Mandini Makaya. There are. You can sit on the floor, both of you, and then she sits on the floor.
Please, this is for only couples, I bet.
And then
you're married, yes.
You get close.
Serious.
This one, you are going straight into the intestines.
This one in is it Manchester style or Manchester?
You sit on the floor and then you cross your leg, and then you sit on the floor and then you face each other. And then you cross your leg before it goes.
Yes.
No. The Pesco boys are rooting for you.
But interestingly, spouse, you can develop your own styles.
You can develop your own
styles. Name them. You see how Manchester style, this is Sudan style. Can you imagine a couple, you have developed your own style? Okay, and today I want this style, I want this style. It brings excitement. The thing is that as a couple, talk about sex a lot. Let people know, Charlie, I'm waiting for you. I love your nipples. Oh, I love your dick. Just talk about it.
And then learn to hold your husband's penis. Hold it. As a woman during the foreplay. Hold it. and then hold it. And they say, and talk to him. Sit a man should hear something.
Sex is not a Christian has sex. So if you're having sex, you would have to make sure you go out and enjoy it. Yes. And sometimes, especially for people who marry as virgins, what happens with sex, especially in Christians, that most often it's like a food that you would be fantasizing. Then when you eat it and it's not as nice as you want, two things happen. Is it that you just close that, or you would have interest to go out because that's what happened.
When I married, I was a virgin.
Wow.
My husband too.
My wife.
So can you just imagine that on our first night we couldn't do anything. We couldn't. He didn't know what to do. I also didn't know what to do. So the next night we had to call one of our spiritual fathers and say, you know what? We couldn't do anything. So he was the one that taught us. Okay, go this way. We didn't know what to do. I was also looking at him. We didn't know what to do. So with that, it was very difficult when we married at the first stage. So later, I wasn't interested. I was like, no. Anytime he comes around, I said, no, I don't want it because it wasn't nice the way I thought they said it would be. So I was running away and all that. It cost a lot in my marriage. But I came back to myself and I said, no, I need to enjoy this. I need to be happy. I need it.
You're gonna live with it for
I'm
the rest
telling
of your
you.
life.
So when I got pregnant, my hormones was just like that. I wanted it and I was, wow, is that me? So sometimes virgins have issues.
Yes. That is why, as a Christian watching, you have to be virgin spiritually, but not virgin in your mind. Personally, I like as Sodo said, I was a virgin, my wife was a virgin, but I read a lot. I've read one of the books here before getting married. I bought books on sex, how to give how to satisfy your wife, let her beg for more. I bought a lot of books about because sex is not Christian. So if I want to sex, I have to read a lot of it. Even the book is written by an unbeliever, as long as he shows me how to go. Because if I want to make money, I don't only learn from believers. That is how sex is, learn from people. But just in the contract said, make sure that the things you are going to put is quite good, not there. And but you can learn. So if you are virgin, learn about
you need to before you marry, you need to learn. We had it very difficult, but thank God for today.
Okay, so if you're watching, you can send your comments coming and we will read it. This is from Sister is a bomb. I said, sex shouldn't be planned. I mean, there shouldn't be a timetable like thrice a week or something.
They shouldn't.
I also think partners should always remember the boys and girls in them whilst making love, so the naughtiness in them comes out.
That's right.
So Salom Adam said, can you have phone sex when your partner is traveled with? From Salom said, can you have phone sex when your partner is traveled? Anita asking.
There's nothing wrong with it when it's your wife. You know, there are times when you've traveled and you're far away. There are things you can talk about. You know, get a little release and you know.
So it's okay. Phone sex.
It helps a little bit for but a woman can switch off.
Yeah.
But you know, sometimes you have
It's
thank God for
dangerous.
WhatsApp and all of that. You can.
What if
take a
someone
video.
taps into your phone?
It's dangerous.
You know, you don't record it. If you record it, it goes to the wrong place. You lose your ministry.
Well, sometimes when it's
Lose your
mistaken,
ministry.
well, it's possible you have to be on, but just that, well, your phone can take and do a screenshot, do whatever, but they can come in. I think, as we said, there are times when sex, especially if you have traveled, there's no way you can have sex with it.
Yeah.
That's why, as we said, the mind, the spiritual
close the
discipline,
mind,
should
yeah.
be able to just go out, just come when you come back.
So
you have
the
to
phone
just-
one,
But a
it's
woman,
risky.
a wife
Avoid
must learn how
it.
to say some things.
Yes,
You know, you can say some things to make you feel okay, make you relax.
Some things on the phone with you, with your spouse. You know,
But some people they make sex
They
they
do,
club
they do what
and before
for
he has released the one
touch
has
me,
released.
touch me.
That one is
That is
demonic.
masturbation.
It's demonic. You can't do that.
Masturbation. When a man feels his own penis,
Yes,
it's masturbation.
but
But when the woman is doing it for
the
you,
phone one. No,
That we mean the phone
the
one.
woman is not with you.
Yes,
Yes.
that's dangerous. Please.
the Lord deliver us. Let's need prayer after this.
Okay. Bugler Michael said, no need for aphrodisiac. Simple squatting, lots of water, and some banana therapy.
You're gone.
Is it what banana what?
Therapy will make you last long.
Oh, you exercise. Exercise
That's
is
what he's
good.
saying.
Eat healthy. You know. Yes, take herbs. A lot of help. Don't be taking all those sugar stuff.
Kebasho.
Yeah. When you drink, drink some water. Give your husband in the morning and in the night. You
And the Antaji.
you power you so you run out of the house. You know, so do helps. You know, do help. The medications have side effects.
Yeah,
you know.
Percocet is very healthy.
It's very healthy.
It's very
Blood
good.
flow, you know,
It's very good.
You know, but the Viagra thing,
That one.
when you go old, you're gonna be dead. You just
Yeah.
go out of the lake. You want to be able to perform when you're 70.
Yes. Jethro Ofe Asari said, when you say give your husband sex, what does it mean? Just lying down? I think he already answered
No,
that.
yeah.
Sexual romance.
Bugler Michael said, if the mouth is not a sexual organ, then the finger too is not a sexual organ. Is it about the anal one or which one are you talking about?
No, the other one there's out.
No.
That one is out.
That one there you are going
This one
too
is
far.
Christian marriage,
Yeah, that's
so
Christian
please,
marriage.
it's
That one
out.
there.
Okay, Jethro Ofe Asari here again said, please teach the ladies what it means to give your husband sex.
Yeah, you just as we said earlier on, you know how to. There's a way you talk on the phone when the husband is at work. You know, hey baby, I'm thinking about you tonight. I got a surprise for you. And then he's, you know, when this is coming, you just call. There's a voice. There's a way you talk. You know, romantic voice, baby. You know, I'm waiting for you. You know, he'll be running the red light and everything.
You could even go over to the office.
Yeah, no.
I don't know, because you'll be driving.
Yeah, you can.
But it's okay if it's a
You can-
husband's office.
If it's a husband's
It's
office, you
okay.
can close the door and fire quickly. You know.
My spiritual
So-
father said you could, even if your husband, if you have an office at the church site and your husband is about to go preach,
You can do
can
it.
just sneak
Yeah,
in.
you can sneak in.
Yeah,
and-
it's okay.
Yeah, you just.
Yes, you must have
But you know, our women think that when they want to punish the men, it's when they stay away from them. It is wrong. If you want to punish a man, give him good sex.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, whatever you want him to do, he will do it. But the more you make him starve for sex,
You
you
go.
push him out.
You go.
You kill him.
Yeah.
So when the man does something wrong,
Yeah.
do the best. Give him the good one,
Yes.
a special one. I'm telling you, he will
Okay,
start
about
begging
that.
you.
Complacency has
He will
destroyed
start
everything.
begging you.
About that, let me come. about the wasn't last week about that, like where you spoke about the cheating, even when the man cheats and he comes home, give him good sex. And I read some of the comments, even on Insta blog Niger, the Nigerian bloggers and everything, the phenomenal girl, and some of the comments I agreed with some of them, because some were like, what if he comes back with Yari?
You know, the fact is that I was saying that where you pick your man determines what he will do in future. You know, sometimes we pick the men and later we start cursing them. You saw the signs and you still went in for him. So why are you blaming people for it? Nobody chose your husband for you.
That's right.
So when it becomes a problem, you think you can't stay with him. It is your choice to live it. But if you want to save the marriage, you need to go that length to save him. That's what
so
I'm
would
trying
you
to say.
ask them to go for maybe a test before they start having sex?
You see, when you're married and your husband cheats on you, the Bible has said that is the only way you can just divorce.
But forgiveness and let it.
So if you want to divorce, it's your choice. But some of us women, we don't want to divorce. We want to save our men.
That's right.
And I ask, before that, would you recommend
to go and test? That would be my choice.
An STD test.
That would be my choice. It's your choice. You see, sometimes, because you need to check. If some of the men, no matter what you do, he will cheat. You knew it. He was a womanizer when you met him.
What if he wasn't?
Then you pray for him. It's demonic.
And sometimes you have to check yourself as a woman.
Yes.
What are some of the complacency has driven a lot of men outside.
Yes.
Most women are good when they were not married.
When they marry,
as soon as they married,
it changes.
Their ring, have their ring.
Children, give us excuses.
They use their ring.
90% of men complain about their wives. When the women get a ring, that's it.
Especially most pastors, their wives, they know that as a pastor, you can't stand going out to divorce. So there are a lot of pastors.
Are you sure some of the pastors? Please, no. They are worse.
Yes. So we are speaking at the side of the pastor, but we are looking at the side of the woman. That's why I'm bringing it down. A lot of women relax because they believe that I have the ring.
I have
the ring.
They are lazy.
So
don't do anything.
But even if the people were in the world, the things they would do to get a man to marry,
to steal your man.
They will steal. They'll go to the shop and do everything to get your man.
Yes.
They know your man is cheating. They still do everything together. So my problem is that if you are the married woman, are you losing your husband to that woman? So when others were giving a comment, they were angry. I don't know why they are angry. You chose your man. Why are you angry? When I said pamper him, you chose him. What is wrong when you pamper the man you said you love? What is wrong when you want to forgive your husband? What is wrong when he comes kneeling down and say, my dear, I'm sorry. I don't know what pushes me into it. Help me out. Why do you leave him? Why don't we help him? Sometimes it's from the background. Spiritually, it's in the family.
I think the confusion was most of them just wanted to hear that, okay, check if he's okay before you go in to have sex with him. Because most of the people are like, but why would she say that your husband cheated on you and you just go back and have sex with him? Why don't you check first?
They should have listened to what I said. I gave them.
I think it was just a short part.
They just took that one.
That went viral.
You know, in social media, they want the good one and they can sell it. The bloggers, that's okay. So others were talking, others were calling me. Those who called and I explained and they said, oh, okay. I said, go and get the full video. What I was saying is that it's your choice. I married my husband. I made my own choice. So today my husband is cheating. It is my choice to say whether I want to be with him or I want to lose him. But I'm not losing my husband for anybody.
That's right.
I don't want any woman tell me that I have a child with your husband. If you have a child, I have 3 for my husband. So you cannot bring your one to take my husband. I will do everything to save him. If it's spiritually, I'm going to help him. If it's physically, I'm ready to help him. If there's something I am not doing sexually, maybe sexually I'm not performing well. You should talk to me about it, and I'll make sure I maintain it. I'm not leaving my husband because he has cheated
and you don't want to
wait for another person.
The marriage is dying before
I need to work on it.
You must work on it.
It's not easy to get married, Joe. It's not easy to get a good man there. So no one mistake will make me leave my man. I'm loving him to the end.
But I also feel sometimes, I don't know whether it's the competition when there is another woman. Because there was this lady that was dating a married man. So I think she did everything possible and the married man and the wife separated, they divorced. So she came into the marriage and then she stopped doing the things that she was doing for the man.
She has,
She's stuck. They think marriage is a joke.
Yes, because the man married her after divorcing the wife.
Yeah, you divorced her too.
So she stopped everything she was doing.
So whatever you sow, you reap it. Yeah. So if you do anything to take somebody's husband, but all the same way you
the seed that you sow, you harvest.
So I'm saying the married women should get up and start doing something.
Yes, the married women.
Married women should learn it.
Don't wait till the marriage
don't wait for it to collapse.
Yes.
When you see the husband is changing, please sit down with him, talk to him.
Yeah.
But some of them are too bitter. Yeah. They want to let him go. You cheated. Some of the women, when the husband cheats, all they know is to fight.
Yeah.
But why won't we change our strategies? That he's expecting that when he comes, you react. I won't react.
Yeah.
Wash down. Go and eat. When he says you should eat, he will be strange because he knows maybe you're poisoning him. So I will eat with you. And when I finish making good love to you, that is when you are calm. Then I ask you, my dear, what is it that I'm not doing right? That time the man is ready to come to talk to you. It is not easy.
It is difficult to cheat.
Marriage is not easy. Yeah.
It's difficult to cheat.
I told them, go on your
What if
knees.
she prays but she doesn't do the right thing in bed?
After prayer, you need to work it out.
It has to balance, right?
But the respect, the honor, the celebration, respecting the man,
the women
and making the man feel like he's
the king.
He's the king of the house. Most women stop doing it when
they have issues.
About 99% of women that have marital troubles, when they marry, they relax. They focus on the children.
They don't respect the man again.
They don't respect the man again. And I'm tired, and you don't respect
excuses.
I think the stress also psychologically affects them. So then you get a help.
Yeah, you see, before you marry the man, you realize that when it comes to him, he doesn't care about helping you. We saw those signs and we went in for him. And it's not now you force him. It takes time to bring him to understand it.
Yes.
So when you want to force him, there will be issues. But you can do some things to bring him there. We are cooking in the kitchen. I said, my dear, can you just join me? You'll be holding, you'll be touching him. He'll always be at the kitchen with you because you know what you do with him.
Right.
So women should learn how to maintain our home rather than just having excuses, talking about it, fighting everywhere, complaining to people. He did this, he did that. No, go on your knees when it comes to a problem and talk to God. And when he comes, make love to him. I will still say it, make love to him. After making love to him, you calm the man down. You'll be able to communicate with him. You'll be able to talk to him. He will tell you his problem. But some of us, we are too, the pain is too much. I had to react. Okay, go and react. Somebody will take him.
Oh yeah. And then find out your husband's weakness, you know. And the weakness of most men are result sometimes because of the bloodline is coming from. So the battles of most men.
I think you said that.
I said it
when you addressed Simi's reply to you.
When
said it.
the battles of most men are the battles of the fathers. If you want to know what the man fights, look at his father. So when you marry a man whose father is polygamous and all of that, you know that there's probability of him repeating it.
He will.
So you must pray and confront that aggressively, even when things are all right. Even when things are all right.
Thank you. They don't do that.
They don't do that.
They think they married a prophet. So for him, prophet, don't joke with him. He will mess up.
Alright, let's take some of the comments. This is from someone Yameche. Said, Mommy, good evening. Please, I believe the reason why some pastors aren't talking about sex in churches because they themselves don't know how to make good sex. Because it's impossible to speak about something you can't perfectly do.
It's true. I mean, the culture.
That is true.
Our part of the world is the culture. The culture has affected us, you know.
That is true. Manuel Ganwame said, I'm in the school of marriage and I pray I don't forget the point when I finally get married.
Then revisit your nose as often as possible.
All right, Godman Macaulay said, Pastor Charlotte, please, do we have pastors called to teach on sex? Well, the way you are teaching the thing like is a calling.
Oh yes, my calling. Yeah, and I love to do it because most Christian women are lazy. Most. They think it's just looking. No. You need to learn. If there's some things you don't know, you need to learn. And there's some things we also need to, as women, submit. Some of the women, the class people, it's very difficult for them to submit. You know, so they have issues. They want to fight it. It's like a slavery. No. Submission is not slavery.
If you don't submit, marriage will not work.
No, submission is not slavery.
If you don't submit, the man will make love.
You know, it can happen.
And man will even make love to a lower class woman.
Submit to him.
Than even a high.
And my dear, automatically the love will be there.
Okay. All right, this is from Jethro Ofea. Sorry, I said, Mimi Elbenard, you are not saying anything. Okay, mine is to get them I ask them the questions and they give you the feedback. Okay, and Joseph Aitia said, I know a woman who likes kebab. I don't understand.
But he said something, you forgot it.
the kebab style.
Yeah. They're sitting on the chair, couch, judgment seat.
Elizabeth Owusu-Boeji said, if he's not touching the right place, take his hands there.
That's
beautiful.
Right.
Yeah. Abraham El Bradaga Samoa said, never be deceived because your spirituality level is not synonymous to your sex performance. Allow yourself to be taught. Minister of God, please allow yourself to be taught. Nana Kwesibon said, don't be worrying in your mind. Read wide. Sex is not Christian. Thank you, Prophet Vincent. And Joseph Aitia said, please, I have sex tutorials on PDF. If you want some, inbox me. All right, so any contributions before?
Well, I mean, sex is work. Sex is, sex is not free. You got to invest emotionally first. You got to invest mentally first before you can enjoy the body. So you have to learn the skill, and gather the knowledge in order to be able to make good love. It is difficult for men to divorce women who make good love to them. It's difficult. When a woman is good in bed, it's like you have taken a man 80% of his struggle out of his life. The stress of all other things are gone. Learn how to take care of yourself as a woman. Take care of yourself, and then take care of your husband. Learn how to make good love. As a man, make your wife your friend. Pray with her. Build a spiritual life in the home, and then build capacity to make love.
Okay. All right. Obaya Boatema said, if you want to punish a man, give him good sex. How does that work?
They think punishing a man is when you starve him from sex. Rather, you push him out. Why don't we have time to talk to a man? Why don't you know when to talk to them and how to talk to them? We should know how to address our kings because they are kings. When I say make love to him, every man get weak after making love. That is why you'll be able to penetrate through the man. I know cheating is wrong. Bible is against it. But as far as you are married somebody who is not a Christian, who is even a Christian and has that background, that spiritual issue, you cannot, if you really want to help that person, please, you can pray, yes, but you can also sit him down and making love to him and then talk to him. We shouldn't let the pain make us push the men out. We should allow the pain to divorce them. If you divorce him today, the next man you marry, what if you also have the same issue? It's a battle we go through.
Would you say the same thing to a woman who cheats, to a man whose wife cheats on him?
Beautiful.
But when a woman cheats,
when a woman cheats, it's a big problem.
Big problem.
Very big one. It's very difficult for a man to be able to stay with the woman who cheats. But I have seen one or two couples that the guy knows the wife is cheating, but the guy is ready to do everything to save that wife because he's so much in love with the girl. So it's vice versa. Vis-a-vis. What I'm saying is that if you think you can't be with a man who cheats, divorce him. But if you want to be with him, you need to save him. Check where he's coming from, where his home, his background. Maybe he has a spiritual issue, and when it comes to the physical aspect, to check yourself, the wife, maybe there's something you're not doing, and if you want to get into the man, it's sex that weakens them. If you're angry with them, you push him out because they can't take a woman who knocks, though he has made a mistake. When you knock, men have got ego, you push him out. But when he comes and you walk on him, though you're feeling the pain, and you give time, patience to get him to that point where you make love to him, he will succumb, he will tell you his problem, he will pour his heart to you. Sometimes they will even shed tears to you.
Would you say the same thing to a man whose wife has cheated on him?
The men have issue. It takes 1% of 100 men that will stay with their wives that cheat. Because the moment the woman cheats, there's a problem.
So what would be your advice to a man watching us right now whose wife has cheated on him?
If your wife will stay with you and help you, you also have to stay with her and help her. No man is better than a woman. If some women can endure, stay with you, protect you, fight to the end, men can do the same. You are not better than the woman. You need to do the same. If you see your wife has a problem, maybe she too has a spiritual issue. The same you have, she can also have the same thing. It's for each other. Marriage is not for one person, it's for the two. But what we are trying to say is that yes, it's for the two, but everyone has got its own position. The man is the king, you are the queen. Let's love our positions. Let's help each other.
Okay.
That's it. The woman cheat is difficult.
It's not easy.
Forgiving the woman is difficult.
You see, but we can forgive you. You need to forgive both. You have to try.
Most men.
Yeah, men find it very difficult.
Yes. And you need to check yourself because before everyone goes out,
then there's a problem.
Okay. Mami Chumwa said, I have a challenge with a quick comment of everything being demonic. Since sex isn't a Christian and practiced by all, we have to be objective in talking sex in Christian marriage.
But I think we have not even.
Yeah, no.
She's talking about the anal.
No.
That one. No. But you please, sorry. What's that place? It's strange.
Yes.
So would she be okay?
If she's okay, it's fine. If it's okay for her, then that's her position. If it's okay for her, it's strange anyway.
Someone says sometimes you don't see any sign because he was not a womanizer.
Okay.
But the woman made him one.
Okay.
I also believe if you think someone is using something to steal your husband, you to do something to keep
Beautiful. Beautiful.
So in both ways, even the man. So if a wife goes out, it's possible you ask yourself, have I stopped giving her attention? Have I stopped having time with her, giving her good sex? Then it's
find out why she's doing that, and let's help each other.
Okay, so someone said about the styles. You just spoke about the kebab and you left everything, so they want you to.
Every married couple needs a couch in your bedroom. You know, the couch. You know, there are times when a woman initiates sex, you sit down, you know, you get an erection, and the woman plays with it and sit on it and rides like a horse. You know, sometimes you need your wife to ride you like a horse a little bit. You feel good, and then it takes a lot of pressure off you, and then she does the job.
Most men like women on top.
On top.
Women on top. In charge. When a woman is in charge.
Hey.
A lot of the women says they are indirectly in control of the world, but in the bedroom they don't want to be in control.
It's not easy.
Let's be in control.
Abaya Batima said, can men also try making the marriage work so there is no cheating and forgiveness?
Oh yes. It's vis-a-vis. We all do it together. Marriage is two people working it out.
Yes.
But it's easy for men to cheat than women. That's why we are saying that women should do more.
That's right.
But the two, we need to work it out.
For a good man or a good woman to go out cheating when the person was done like that, that means that you have pushed him or her to the extreme. Because you are looking at the person's spirituality and like, if I deny the person sex for 1 week, on your 2 weeks,
you are killing him.
Push the person. Some people might. There are some people who when they come to you say, okay, I don't want to do, just leave. I don't want to do.
You are killing him.
They wouldn't want to pressure you. I don't want to worry my wife, you're not in the mood, but you are building something up.
You
might just go out, see someone working. That is why sometimes some people end up sleeping with their maid. Once he's telling the wife, by the time, okay, you're not ready, he goes out, just sees the maid naked. And in that moment, sex is what he wanted. So,
doesn't care whether
the man just the maid, okay, let me release myself. Then the first person is
okay, someone wants to know, Becca Dodson said, how can one overcome shyness during sex?
When you're friends, you talk about everything.
You marry a friend.
Talk about everything.
It may not be easy, but start from somewhere. Start from somewhere.
And I always tell people that one key, no one taught me, but I usually tell couples that the first time you see your wife naked, praise your wife's body. Nobody taught me that. But I realized that I knew that probably because I was reading that women sometimes have challenge with their body. So when you get married and you have not seen your wife naked before, first is that praise her body. It comes wow, nice breasts.
Well, when we give breasts, praise that.
Because women are most of you
when the tummy has changed, the breasts has changed.
People, is it okay? But I say I enjoy it. I enjoy it.
We need to praise that when we give birth. But the breast has changed. I have to read. So everything has changed. So if you don't praise me, there'll be issues.
Okay, so we're about to wrap up. So we would just give our final contributions.
All I'm saying is that I'm a woman. And it's so bad to feel cheated on. But I pray that we help our husbands in prayer. We should also know how to handle our pain. To get to where God wants us to go. And don't forget, sex is the key. Love him. Give him good sex. Even when you know you are tired and he wants it, give it to him. There'll be time that he's also tired because you did it for him. He also do it for you. When it's married, they two need to work it out. I beg you, it's sacrifice. I'm telling you, don't let one mistake make you lose your marriage. Help him, help her. Let's work it out.
Marriage is for forgivers. And one of the things we want to learn is that you want to avoid any battle, argument before sex. or is a strategy of the enemy to abort the process. You know, so make time for sex, make time to love each other, make time to be friends, pray together. Spirituality is foundation for lasting. Women who are spiritual, women who pray with their husbands, they have the best of sex life. You know, so talk about your sex life, become friends, exercise, eat healthy, and then, you know, have the best of it.
Wow.
Yeah. First Corinthians 7 says, don't. You have no power over your body as a man God will do. They said don't defraud. So not to give your spouse sex is to defraud. It's a legal term. Now just a quick advice. If you are married, these days it's very difficult getting married couples who are very faithful to each other, that the person is not cheating. I was seeing the lady on Instagram, she saying every man cheat, every man. If you say your husband does not cheat, bring him because. So please, if you are blessed to have a good woman, take a good man. Please don't deny them sex. Don't push them to the extreme. Before you want to start doing repair, please give them good sex. Please give them, especially men or women who will not push you too much. They will say, if you don't want to keep quiet, please don't take it as, oh, my husband there, my wife there doesn't push me. You don't know. People are silent when they go on the loose. It can be very dangerous.
Yes,
very dangerous.
Okay. This is where we take our cue. We've had so much fun. I have learned a lot. And I don't know about you, but tonight, bong bong, me and my husband.
It's on.
Yeah, it's on. So I just pray you also learned as much as I did. Thank you for staying with us, your airtime, sharing, and your contributions. God bless you. And thank you to our panelists for coming. God richly bless you. We really appreciate it. On that note, let me invite you to check tomorrow. The time is 8:30 a.m. at Adenta SDA, and the number to call is 0234077788. Make a date with us tomorrow, and God will bless you. See you tomorrow. Bye.
It's happening between them all.
Woo! Kobe, yeah, cheers.
Steven, cheers.
I don't know why you like to. Kobe. I didn't give you one. Yeah, yeah. Obi di asan.